finally, we just witnessed the Switch 2 Direct, learning a ton about the console and all the games releasing. I can't believe we're finally here. It's over, and we know all of this stuff about the console. But if you didn't watch it, or you just want a recap or something, I am going to go through everything that they talked about that's important in the next 10 minutes or so. Starting with the hardware. Now, it is 120 Hz, it's HDR, and a 1080p LCD, unfortunately, display on the console. It can also output 4K 60 to an external display when using the dock, and it can output at high frame rates using the dock as well, which Metroid Prime 4 will be utilizing. The console also has a microphone with noise suppression built in for the chat function, and the console comes with 256 gigabytes of storage built in, which compared to the release Switch is 8 times what that had. It does require express micro SD cards now, so the Nintendo branded SD cards for the Switch and Switch OLED won't work in this one, but they are selling new Nintendo branded ones, and of course if you want to not waste money on just a bit of branding on your micro SD card, you can just buy one from Samsung or SanDisk or whatever that's an express micro SD card. There's also a new Nintendo Switch Online GameCube controller, which will sell out instantly, and a new Pro controller, which comes with a headphone jack. Now, onto software. The new Mario Kart, it's not Mario Kart 9 or Mario Kart 10, it's called Mario Kart World, and that's because it's one huge interconnected world of courses, and those tracks, you can drive between all of them. There's also a Forza Horizon-esque free roam mode with online, so you can play that with 4 other people. And the game is releasing on the same day as the Switch 2, which I'll tell you later. There's also not a 3D Mario game, but a 3D Donkey Kong game, which looks really cool. It's called Donkey Kong Bonanza, and it perhaps, I guess it's replacing a 3D Mario game for this year. They almost certainly are working on one, but my guess is that will be releasing next year, annoyingly. And so we're getting this for the release year of the Switch 2 and a 3D Mario for next year. It looks really interesting though. It doesn't look like a bad game. It's a destructible open world. You can dig into the ground, pick up rocks, just pick up chunks from the ground. You can destroy the walls. It looks really cool. And it's releasing on the 17th of July, so only a few months away. There's also a new Kirby Air Ride game called Kirby Air Riders, which is what Sakurai has been working on. We know it's releasing this year, but we didn't see tons of footage from it. It looks cool though. It's been 22 years since the first game. And there's a new Hyrule Warriors game called Hyrule Warriors Age of Imprisonment, which, as the title suggests, is set in the imprisoning war in the past section of Tears of the Kingdom, which looks really cool. There's also a new Nintendo Land-esque launch title, but unfortunately it is paid. It's called Nintendo Switch 2 Welcome Tour. It looks cool though, I might get it as long as it's not too expensive. Now the enhanced games are at launch these 4: Breath of the Wild, Tears of the Kingdom, Super Mario Party Jamboree, and Kirby in the Forgotten Land. They all have better performance and higher resolutions, and they include extra features, such as there's extra modes in Super Mario Party Jamboree and Kirby, and there's a new app or a new part of the Nintendo Switch app for Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom called Zelda Notes. which looks pretty cool. And finally, GameCube is coming to Nintendo Switch Online, including Wind Waker and basically everyone's favourite GameCube games, which is why they're releasing the GameCube Nintendo Switch Online controller. It's only coming to the expansion pack, though. You have to have Nintendo Switch Online plus expansion to get it. Now, that's not just it. There's lots and lots of third-party games. I'm only going to be running through a fraction of them, so you'll have to go and look at the 2 third-party partner showcases. I'll link the 2 videos below to see the entire list, but I'll go through the most important ones. Silksong, we finally got an update. It was a second or two, but it said it was releasing this year. Elden Ring is coming to Switch, which is amazing, or Switch 2. Cyberpunk 2077 Ultimate Edition is coming to Switch 2. So Cyberpunk plus Phantom Liberty, which is an amazing game, by the way. And there's a new Bloodborne-esque game from Software, which I think it said was a Nintendo Switch 2 exclusive. It looked really cool. I mean, I'm probably not going to get it because there's loads of other games that look cool, and I'd go broke if I bought all the games they announced, but it is definitely one of the cooler games that they announced today. There's also Hitman World of Assassination coming to Switch, and IOI announced that their new James Bond game, Project 007, is also coming to Switch 2. They didn't announce anything else about the game. I thought they were going to give us a trailer or at least some details, but no. They just said the game will be coming to Switch 2. And as I said, there's loads more. It has the best third-party support of any Nintendo console at launch, and it will almost certainly have the best third-party support of any Nintendo console ever, beating the Switch after a couple of years. And that's not all for software. Download Play is back. It's called Game Share this time, and apparently it works online too. It works with Super Mario 3D Land plus Bowser's Fury, so that's really cool. I'm glad they brought that back. They didn't mention Mario Kart World though, so it seems that you won't be able to do, the DS Download Play Mario Kart anymore. Also, the chat button, which is for game chat, that's what it's called. It allows you to call your friends, sort of in a Discord-like manner. You can also share your screen with them, and if you connect the Nintendo Switch camera, which is an extra accessory that costs £50, you can do video chat. And the video chat, it's not just, you can either have it just as the video itself, you can have it overlaid on top of the gameplay, where it automatically cuts out your face, or in some games like Super Mario Party Jamboree, your video becomes part of the game. I will show some of the footage right now, you'll be watching it. It looks really cool. And finally, the release date for the console is the 5th of June. So I was wrong about the 15th of May, but the 5th of June isn't too far away. That's only 2 months and a few days until we can get our hands on the console. The price, unfortunately, in the UK is £395.99, and it costs an extra £35 on top of that to get the bundle with Mario Kart World. Although that's a digital only bundle, so I'll probably buy them separately so I can get the physical game. Pre-orders in the UK and the rest of Europe are invite based and start on the 8th of April. So we're only a few days away, but you have to be eligible, basically. They say that they will prioritize people based on their playtime, so you have to spend a certain amount of time playing paid Nintendo Switch games, and those with more playtime will be prioritized. If you share use, you have to have shared usage information with Nintendo for them to be able to tell that, obviously. Also, if you receive email notifications from Nintendo, if you have that turned on, that will prioritize you. And if you've opted in to share usage information with Nintendo to customize your offers and recommendations, that will prioritize you. Also, you have to have been a Nintendo Switch Online member for at least 2 years continuously by the 31st of March, so a couple days ago. And you have to have an active Nintendo Switch Online membership on the day that you do your pre-order. I will link the exact webpage in the description, which includes these and the price of the games too, so you can go and have a look yourself. But they say here that you will receive an email, so just wait to see, I suppose. And that's all the important stuff about the Switch 2. There will be more information, I'm sure. They said that there's going to be a Mario Kart World Direct on the 17th of April, and a few days beforehand, the 13th of April, is when I'm going to be going to the Nintendo Switch 2 experience in London. So when I go there, I'm going to make a much more comprehensive video, which I will share with you all. And then after the Nintendo Direct for Mario Kart World, I'm going to make another video. I might make a couple more in the interim, we'll see, but that's everything for this video. I hope you all enjoy, and I hope you're all as excited as me to see everything that Nintendo has in store. Have a nice day.